Right? You would think that I
Yeah.
would be depressed by now. I'm on day 50 or something. I'm pretty close to day
Day
50.
50 of
Yeah.
only me and
Oh,
you.
yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I think you just put me on, bro.
I've gotten incredible gains. I've no body fat basically. Like it just falls right off, and fucking your sleep schedule regulates by itself. Like, which is the weirdest part. I wasn't expecting that. Blood circulation's awesome. Mental
Oh,
and
no
emotional health
carbs.
is stellar. Like
Wow.
it's just everything feels good.
You know
So
what,
yeah,
bro?
we are live on YouTube. How's it going, everybody? We are just getting things all set up over here on
I think
our
you just
ends.
put me on, bro.
I've got. Yeah, I definitely suggest, dude,
That was my other
try
twin.
it. Give it a shot for freaking after 10 days. I think you'll be convinced or know that it's not for you. But just in my
I love how
experience.
it's a struggle.
What?
It's a struggle for you to not eat carbs. I love how it's that real.
Yeah. Well, just because it's borderline like sexual at this point. Like I get kind of like turned on when I see donuts and pizza commercials and stuff like that because of how I've had no carbs for 50 days. So it's kind of weird. I'm sort of learning something new about myself in that way. Not sure how I feel about that, but
Well, thank you. You just inspired me to adopt
Yeah,
this
man, I
diet
will give you my
tomorrow.
recipe list,
Yes,
the
please.
suggestions for how you should mix it up. Like, funny thing is, this even totally follows the whole caveman energy, but you get stuck on specific types of animal in this diet. So I literally just went on this entire fish binge, just eating
Oh,
only fish for the past few
nice.
days. Before
Oh,
that, only red meat, just bison and cow.
nice.
And then before that, it was like pig and chicken, but mainly a bunch of like turkey, chicken, things like that.
Beautiful.
All organic, and you just feel like you're just this well-oiled machine.
I'm wanting to learn how to cook too, so this is like an adventure now. I could just like.
This is about, oh my God, we are about to start a series, Cooking with Peace and Jax, and we're gonna freaking just
already know how to cook.
be like, today we're preparing a decalogue of new recipes.
Yes.
So do you even use any spices? Because I know you said you use little.
A little bit. I intentionally use as little as possible. When it's organic meat, it has its own flavor. But yes, I'll use sea salt. I'll use tahini, of course, because you gotta have tahini. Occasionally, I'll use like a little bit of hot sauce, but I stay away from sauces.
You make your own.
Lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is fun, but once again, besides a little bit of salt, like usually it's good. Are they chocolate donuts, Michelle? Like when I literally the other day, no joke, someone said, hey, you probably haven't had chocolate in a while, right? My mouth immediately started to water and I almost drooled right there, like full on, because it just like, your body is just like, oh, hey, are we gonna get some of that? And like your gut biome is like, yeah, can we get addicted again? It's like, no, I'm not gonna let that happen. But I get to cheat whenever I want. I just choose to not really do it. Like I had my one cheat day on day 31 where I had like red velvet pancakes and a giant cinnamon roll and pie and cake and like all these different things. It was great.
Said like a true Libra. I get to cheat when I want. I love it.
Right.
I have no comment.
Like
And my partner will stay with me.
that I think I sent you guys that like screenshot of somebody saying, "Oh, this quarantine is ruining my whole life," and like,
yes.
and he's like, "I mean, whole life," and I'm like, "Poor fire signs in Libra."
Shout out to the true hoes that are spreading that virus.
You know what? I don't have a retort for that, but I'm going to. And when I do, you are gonna be embarrassed.
I said fire signs too, not just Libras.
Yeah.
Because they're like, shit.
Ari's representing. Basically, what Ari's saying is I can do anything I want without impunity. Or with impunity, I guess. She probably is saying I can do it only without impunity.
You can do whatever the hell you want. It's none of my business.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Tell him, Ari.
It's none of my business.
You're going to be my character witness.
I know it's funny when people try to put me in their business like that. I remember a couple of times, and it was always a damn Pisces doing it. where they would ask me, and it was it was always a Sagittarius and Pisces relationship, like that I had to like be the mediator between or something. And there was a Pisces woman, a Sagittarius man, and of course they're being hoes, you know. The Pisces woman is like, oh, he's gonna change. Like, no, he's never gonna change. And like finally the Pisces woman had enough, and they're like, Ari told me that you're never gonna change and you're gonna keep being a hoe and all this stuff. And they're like, what? And then they'll come at me like, why are you telling her that? Isn't it the truth? But isn't it the truth? Well, yeah.
There wouldn't have been problems.
Oh yeah. Oh no. How you gonna blow up my spot? I thought we were your brother.
Why is Sagittarius men always bad? That people, you know, they got caught on their own.
I feel like if you get with the Sagittarius man, you should know what you're signing up for. Like that's the one sign that's like, you know, son of Zeus. Like if you wanted faithfulness, you could have got with a Taurus. He would cheat on you. Yeah. No. Don't get with the Sag.
If you want to be Zeus and Hera, then you know.
You know you're gonna love Sagittarius anyway. So just give them their freedom. All you need to do. They will come back to you. That's each and every time.
And they do.
They're gaining experience with other people to be better for you.
At the same time that they're, you know, having a relationship with you, if you don't mind that, right?
Sharpening their skills.
It's all for you. Yes. They'll get stale.
Look what I learned, honey.
Check this out.
A new move now.
Oh,
I'm talking so much shit about them. I just never got along with them because they always like they're not smart. Like a Leo could be hella sneaky and smart about it. Like Sagittarius don't give a fuck. Like they're just
they don't care.
They don't care. Like it's like it's funny because we were in this space. In the space, and it's like everybody knows everyone on base. You're gonna go drinking and bring a chick with you at the base bar. Everybody knows. What's the matter with you? And then of course they're gonna go tell, take pictures and videos. Look who I see. They're making out.
And then they get surprised, like, how?
Yeah. Like, oh, that wasn't me.
Leah asks, what about Capricorn men?
Well, my friend is a Sagittarius sun, moon, and aqua rising, and he was seriously giving me dating advice and being like, yeah, you just got to send women more dick pics. It's a numbers game. Seriously, though. He's like, oh, yeah, totally oblivious. Yeah. He's like, yeah, you just got to know, like, some women, they don't like it. Some women, they like it. And then it's like, you know, you're pure Sag. I was like, that is
such a bad numbers game, though, because the majority are not down for it. Even if they're down for it in general, they're not down for that unsolicited.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting.
I mean, unless you got, like, the best dick in the whole world. I mean, who knows, maybe, but.
No.
And then Capricorn men are G. Like, they'll... If they
Capricorn men probably wouldn't cheat as much because they would just break up with you in a cold hard. They would probably just be like, I'm over this, or I'm done with this. You know,
or they'll justify cheating on you, and you'll never know.
You'll never know. Like, I know.
Not all, of course.
You're right. Yeah.
I knew several Capricorn men and who were in leadership positions. That's the one thing is that they're really self-driven, so they make rank right away in the military, and they were cheaters. They just did it away from home.
Yeah, because they cared about their wife. They didn't want them to know.
Sure. Like when we go on deployment.
You're still pushing this propaganda about that you care about them by not saying it. It's not true.
This is what they say.
But they made sure they
not true. We gotta have a talk about this.
They were only messing with women who were locals at that area who they'll never see again. Never in the military, never co-workers, things like that. So it's like one night stand and that's it. You know what I mean? And so they were smart about it. They never messed with anybody back home. They paid abundance of attention to their wife, bought them whatever they wanted, you know, everything, like, you know, things like that. And I'm just like, how do you live a double life like that? Like, I don't understand.
Well, they say Gemini does that. That's funny. It's crazy. Like, there's just 12 shades of cheating. Like, every sign has their own cheating language.
Yeah, those guys are smart. Highly functional cheaters. You'll never know that they are, you know.
Capricorn will introduce you to the person they're cheating with, and you wouldn't even know. You have a good friendship with them. But I mean, there's a lot of faithful Capricorns though, so I don't want to
of course.
make it sound.
I'm not saying that Sagittarius is not faithful, but a high percentage of them were. I bet. That's why I never dated one.
Oh, there we go.
I was like, no. I know who you are.
Yeah,
you are.
That is amazing.
It's true though. Like they're just so like they don't even care. They're like they're still hit on women. Even they say no. Like, okay, girl, I'll see you later. Like no, you're not.
Michelle, as a Pisces, I attract all the broken people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And you gotta say no to all the broken people. Because you'll keep on attracting him, and you'll have to keep on saying nope. Just because I can do something doesn't mean I have to. Because that is such a big Pisces trap.
Yeah.
Because they're so powerful at healing. You guys are extremely competent at healing without even trying.
Yep.
Just befriending people heals them. Because you marinate people in magic. And then they get softened up by it. And that doesn't necessarily change their moral character though. So they enjoy it, and then once they've, passed the threshold of getting used to it, then they're like, they do whatever, and then it's like they hit you right where it's vulnerable.
Each and every time.
Marinate.
But Saturn's in Aquarius, so it's time to be extremely loving and, extremely open-minded to new ways to love people, especially digitally right now.
What do you feel about that square, though?
Not
Not
that I'm trying to ignore it. It's not that I'm trying to ignore it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I can work with that. I'm just going to take a second over here and just enjoy some of this good stuff. And so...
I feel like Saturn Aquarius is like a serious business meeting, and then Uranus and Taurus is just like an uncomfortable, awkward fart.
Awkward as fuck. Like
it just rips. It's like
unnecessarily awkward. Like the shit that comes out of people's mouths.
Imagine you shit your pants in a board meeting that determines your career. Would you keep doing it, or do you just escort yourself out?
Well, it's in Taurus. I think they'd stick through it. I think they'd laugh.
And then
they would laugh and try and go along with it. It might not work, but they would try. They would try and go along.
Oh man. Yeah, probably. That's incredible.
I did have a bunch of crazy stuff happen, like we were at home in my fiance's grandparents' house. We didn't really go out or anything, but I think it was yesterday. That's when the crazies were out, I guess, because everybody's just traveling to go get stuff, like food and stuff like that. So there's an incident where I was driving and going onto one of the highways. And there's one car in front of me, 3 cars on the right side. There's 2 lanes that are supposed to merge because the lane that goes onto the on-ramp is like 1 lane. So the car in front of me goes really fast. The other 2 cars on the right go fast. And I let them go. I'm not in a hurry. The car way back, the 3rd car that's on the right, so that he's way back. He tries to cut both me and this other car off, and he's on the dirt. There's 1 lane, and he's just trying to merge in between either me or the other car, and I'm like, what the fuck? The whole time he was flipping me off.
No,
and he's on the dirt, not even on the road.
Not on the road. I was like, you're gonna crash, you idiot. And I couldn't help but laugh. I took pictures of him. Because I was just like, what the fuck? Because he was just like, I couldn't hear what he was saying, and he was just flipping me off, and I'm like, and I took pictures.
Oh my God.
laughing my ass off. And he got even more mad. But I finally was like, okay, he's crazy enough to want to actually be physically harming or whatever. So I'm just gonna let him go. He drove in front of me and he did it on purpose, like trying to brake check me. So I go around him and he keeps like trying to follow me like next door and like starts again. He's saying stuff I don't hear him, and I'm just like okay. And I'm gonna call the cops. So I call the cops and I describe him, and then so I'm just like I'm calling the cops, you know, like like that, you know, like all like smiling at him, and he's just like fuck you, like you know, flipping me off, and I'm just like hi.
That's crazy.
I was just like, this dude is like he looked completely like meth out. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he looked like he was on meth or something. He was just like crazy hair and like he had his teeth were all rotten and nasty. I was just like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah,
he's mad at you for having really good teeth.
I was just like,
we solved the mystery. You just look at your alignment. Like, look at your teeth. Like, you have like such like perfect alignment. That's so crazy. Oh, okay. Well, now it's not impressive. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't know you cheated. Okay.
Well, I had like those vampire-looking teeth, you know, like all the way up here. Like,
those are cool. Why'd you change it? I mean, they're great now. They look great now.
Never mind. And shit.
I'm just, you know, that's cool.
I was just like, they're really sharp. This one's really sharp.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this upcoming week. And I am calling shotgun on water signs. I'm going to do the water sign forecast. Okay.
I'm going to do air signs.
What?
I'll do fire and earth.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I think this is my first time doing air.
Yeah, it's time. It's been long awaited. It's been long awaited. I can't wait to see what you say for Gemini.
Gemini, you're gonna get someone pregnant. Okay.
Gemini, you're gonna be so handsome today. You're gonna be the tallest. You're just gonna be just really a good person, morally, true. You're gonna believe in yourself. Everything you do is right, and it always has been. Fuck all the other signs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting
so
for you.
My everyday already.
Yeah, that'll be your reading for Gemini.
It's more of my everyday life. Thank you.
Let's see what's going on for the water signs. Water signs. Ooh, so water signs in general have got Ace of Wands right now. And hold on, let me switch it. Okay, now I think it shows all of us, but we can switch it to the other view. But anyways, so we've got Ace of Wands for water signs in general. So you guys are going to be, it's all about action. It's all about taking action, but not immediately. It's about letting yourself get inspired to take action in the first place. The recognition something needs to change, and being comfortable most of all with not necessarily knowing how that change will manifest, and not trying to be perfect. It's the Ace of Wands. You're not even near the beginning of the journey yet. You're just at the point of inspiration, the lightning bolt from heaven that will, guide you towards your real path. So as far as Cancer, let's take a look at what Cancer's got going on. So Cancer, oh Jesus, more fire energy from Aries. We've got the Tower. So Cancer, your action, the Ace of Wands action you'll want to take is the allowing destruction of things need to be destroyed. So for instance, there might be part of you that is trying to placate someone that you don't need to necessarily be placating, keeping an open mind about a situation that it actually would be even healthier for you to close your mind about, especially involving career path, which is interesting because of everything that's going on right now in the collective and in the in the United States, for example. When it comes to careers, there's a lot of shifting in that area, basically allowing certain things that aren't good enough to die out or fall away in the Tower fashion. But if you can do that, if you can allow this destruction, know that you will have the building blocks for creating something beautiful. If you try and put off the destruction, you think that might be safer, but it won't be. the reality is that's like the most dangerous thing you can do, because then it's even more and more unstable over time, more and more dangerous when it does fall. For Scorpio, you literally got Ace of Wands again. So don't try and figure things out. Just let yourself feel the rush of fire. Let yourself, be the steam where you have the fire and water coming together. Let yourself be a cosmic force that doesn't have a specified direction as of yet, and allow yourself to get excited and get passionate. And it might seem weird or uncomfortable or vulnerable for you to get excited and invested in an idea before you have evidence that you can really make this happen. But let yourself flow with that. It's part of the child energy. It's part of the wisdom of the youthful energies in the zodiac. And if you allow yourself to flow with it, you'll be able to of course find your success and your structure and all these different things, and you'll be able to set boundaries of how it's going to work. But for now, just let yourself get inspired. And then finally, for Pisces, you got more fire energy. Jesus, Knight of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, allow yourself right now to explore passion and bring your passion into situations that don't feel like they offer it up. So maybe for you right now, you would have had this urge to be more social and to put yourself forward, put yourself out there. But right now, the most important thing for you to do is to find your way of still spreading your passion, being social in the ways that are physically possible right now. Finding your ways to sort of not sneak around the rules per se, but to basically find out what you can still do and the ways that you can still explore your passions. Be open-minded to these things, in the short term, being totally bizarre because you're not used to doing things in this format. You're not used, maybe it was a drum circle you wanted to go to, and now you're going to be, I don't know, like going live and doing some drumming alone and having other people join you on the live or whatever, figuring something out that might be different, and it might not feel like it'll be as good. But reality is, the fact that there's dedication and caring enough to still do it and to pull through in this bizarre, odd way means that clearly there was even more love than normal that motivated that to break that norm. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, all of the water signs, let yourself engage with the fire. Let yourself feel all of this Aries energy. Almost every card we just drew was an Aries card. So just let yourself flow with that.
Be careful with those fire signs, though. All right.
Aries getting it in.
Don't be careful.
They hose.
No, what?
In different area codes.
In different area codes.
Area
codes. Mike, you want to go next, or you want me to go?
I got you. I just realized this deck is empty. But it's crazy because my original intent was just to pull from this one. All right. Oh, and the tarot too. Okay. Aquarius. We're gonna start with you. All right. Aquarius, right off the bat, people talking shit. People talking more shit than they were already talking, but this time it's just more malicious because the stuff that people were trying to convince you not to do. And let me say this properly, Aquarius. People have been trying to convince you not to do something, but indirectly. Like how you're doing something, but people kind of like indirectly kind of hint super indirectly, like maybe you shouldn't do this, or nah, it is what it is, or reinforce the seriousness of what you're doing by just joking constantly and to make you feel like it's not as serious. Well, this energy is shifting. It must be because Saturn's in your sign, because people who kind of didn't take you serious are kind of seeing that you are serious. And yeah, just expect true colors to emerge, because you actually are who you say you are. And I think that just might be surprising to people who are fake. But let me not sound like I'm belittling people. I do have the King of Pentacles for you. But I do also have the Nine of Swords, man. People talking shit. Okay, but the King of Pentacles is definitely talking about you redefining the bag. You're ascending into a higher state of financial acuity, 7 of Pentacles. So it has everything to do with long-term investments in stocks. The long-term investments in stocks you're making have assured you are now more of a millionaire or billionaire. And you know this, your crop just hasn't built yet. So it's like when you make that first investment, you already know it's going to be a whole farm. You already know that a $50 or $500 investment is going to be $1 million. You just have to wait for it to get there. You just have to invest it. That's literally your reading. And we also have, yes, this is your soulmate, Aquarius. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So next we got Libra. Libra, people are talking shit, but you don't care. In fact, you like it. You actually, in fact, some people are talking shit about you. You're actually talking shit about you too. You're Libra, you're the type of person to go on online forums and talk shit about yourself just to see who talks shit about you. And it's working. And you just find all sorts of stuff. And it's not getting to you. So I think that's really the message. I don't know if it used to get to you. Don't know why it doesn't get to you anymore. Like, you're actually revisiting all the things that made you care so much about other people's opinions, and now you're laughing. It's like, I can't believe I actually used to care. And look at that, we have the 8 of Swords. This is feeling stuck. It's like, you know what's making you feel stuck, Libra, is that you're telepathic. So you know the minds of people around you, you know what they think, but you also know how you're supposed to act. And you're making the decision with, okay, should I act based off what I know people think or what I'm supposed to do? And so it's like, once again, like I was saying, Jax, like the Libras know people are talking shit about them, but they're on the online forums talking shit about themselves just to see who's going to talk shit. I mean, maybe with a private profile, so they don't know it's them. And basically all Libras...
what you're talking about.
And basically all Libras are just like, wow, I can't believe at some point I actually gave a single crap about what other people thought about me. And so this week is literally you just removing the blindfolds and just being like, wow, it's not like you got in your own way. It's kind of like you put a handicap on yourself and you kind of created mental blocks just to make social interaction harder for you because it's so fucking easy. It's like breathing. And then we also have but this is going to just like completely boost your confidence. And this week is characterized by basically being put in awkward situations that make you feel stuck, for you to alchemize in your own way and like be the star. So basically you're everyday, but I guess it's just more highlighted. And then so we got the 8 of Swords, but we also have deception. This was exactly what I was talking about. It's like, you know what people are thinking, so it's like, okay, should I let you know I know you're full of shit, or should I play the game? It's like, what's up? And it's like, if you do that though, then you're the bad guy. So it's like, okay, do I want to be the bad guy, or do I want to play along? So it is what it is, Libra. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're getting too accurate. There's 18 situations in my life that directly applies to. It's so funny.
Damn.
Hey, Jax, you want to do the speaker view as all 3 of us instead of just individual?
Yeah, I mean, if you stop yelling at me, I'll switch it right away. You don't have to boss it. I'm just joking.
I didn't even know you can do that.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Oh God, Michael just disappeared. Oh, okay.
And I am back. All right.
You guys in the audience, do you guys like it when it switches single at a time, or do you guys like to see the 3 of us just like sort of like while one of us is talking, the 2 of us just staring in the camera and looking in your eyes? Do you guys like that? Is that what are you guys into? What kind of vibe are we going for?
Don't ask that.
I lost a little bit of sleep, so my mind is going weird places.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the Earth signs.
Let's not forget Gemini.
I've been so pumped to hear this whole Gemini reading. It better be exactly what I think. It's gonna be like King of Coins and like the Lover or something.
Michelle said all 3.
You're not far off at all. I got the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords.
Oh, well, yeah,
Holy shit.
okay.
So, I mean, Gemini, your wish is coming true, and it's gonna feel weird as hell because I think your wishes are unrealistic to you. So it's like you put it out there, but you don't really expect it that much, and it's coming true, and it's gonna be like, I was expecting this to come true later, not now. Holy crap! And yeah, I think it's weird. The message I'm getting is like you're having to. Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
What happened?
Michael?
My bad.
You just got abducted by aliens. I would flip my lid right now.
Imagine
they interrupted his Gemini crew. That'd be so messed up.
Oh my god. No, I had to account for some technical difficulties, but yeah, the Gemini, this is all about what.
Did someone call you?
This is all about receiving love and like feeling good about getting what you want and not feeling weird when you get what you want, because I think some of you might feel it's a trap. You might get exactly what you want and you're like, hold on, what's the catch? And it's like there's no catch, and I think that's gonna terrify you. So just kind of be okay with like actually getting what the hell you want.
Yeah.
And don't question it. But I also have express your love. Go ahead and make that be careful what you wish for. Make that romantic gesture, because you might actually get it, and then it's just like, damn.
Dude, I even said the love card. That's so funny.
You did?
Yeah, I even said that. It was like, well, it's gonna be like King of Coins and the Lovers or something like that. Yeah.
Something scary for them.
You got as close as you could get with that. Getting the actual card.
Remember Ari posted air signs, and it's like when they find out their crush likes them, it's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, seriously.
Can I really
No,
do
it's
this?
really funny being this much Libra. So many people think I'm hitting on them when I'm absolutely not, and so many people think I'm friend zoning them when I'm absolutely not. There's this hilarious like backwards thing that happens. That's my life story.
That's why you need a little bit more fire to be really direct with mid picks, you know?
Okay, I need more fire. No,
I've had fire signs slap me in the ass.
Sagittarius dick pic.
You know what happens when fire enters a pure oxygen environment with all of my air? I explode. It's fun, but I explode.
Then they'll know you're interested.
They see it. I seen it.
This is what you make me feel like.
Is that a me impression?
No, it's a Sagittarius man.
Oh, okay.
This is how I show my affection. All right.
Oh goodness.
Sorry. Now it's your signs because they're the best. Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna.
The realist.
They are.
The earth signs are like, what do you mean you're just kidding?
Excuse me.
What do you mean?
I have a 6-figure income.
They're like, name one bad earth sign in history, and we're all like, don't mention World War II. Don't mention World War II.
Mussolini. I
I was
think
thinking
he was an earth
Hitler.
sign.
Oh.
And wasn't the Russian one Stalin?
Ivan the Terrible?
Ivan the Terrible, wasn't he?
Am I going back too far?
Oh, wait, that. But
It's been a minute. Ivan the Terrible is not
Stalin
super
might have
relevant.
been a water sign. I'm not sure. I know.
Yeah, Tara's a Taurus. She's a good Taurus. She would never do what happened in the past.
Oh my God, Charlie Sheen is a Virgo.
Well, there you go. All right, mystery solved, guys. All right, we're all done with the earth sign.
See, they're not all good. All right. So we're going to start with Taurus. We got the 2 of Cups for Taurus for this week.
Oh,
so,
nice.
It's the quarantine. It's that, like, hey, taking, care of business at home more, spending it with your loved ones more, and you're feeling that reconnection or reigniting with your significant other. It feels like it's definitely like a Taurus type of energy for love, relationship, and things like that, because of being stuck at home. There's going to be a lot of communication, there's going to be a lot of sharing, as well as a lot of, if you are single, you're going to be talking a lot with whoever you're interested in. You're going to get to know each other better. And so that's when the whole 2 of Cups, that new kind of like a deeper emotional connection is going to be had with the Taurus energy for this week. It does feel like there's definitely going to be the kind of like instead of like, okay, let's be honest, a lot of Taurus women, unfortunately, attract the wrong type of men. Like, let's be honest, they really do. But this time around, you have to be open. You have to be open-minded. It definitely is like it feels like a water sign energy. It definitely like possibly a Cancer, possibly a Scorpio. Yeah, it feels like that. And so just be open. Be open, Taurus women. If you really want a relationship, be open to it, okay? Don't think, the worst case scenarios like you always do, just because of the past. It's time to let go of that, okay? And so this week is definitely going to help you guys with that, with moving on and seeing that there are real good men out there for you, okay? The same applies for Taurus men. The thing with Taurus men is more about settling down with the right woman, with not the crazies that you guys seem to attract to. So it's definitely it feels more air for me for Taurus men. Like, it's kind of like a Libra energy or Aquarius energy. So I don't know, like, you guys, again, be open, okay? So that's what I have for Taurus. Now for Capricorn, this is all about business. Like, what's your next step, Capricorn? Like, what are you gonna, like, because you're stuck at home, because you're not doing anything at work, you're getting kind of like, like, oh my God, claustrophobic. So now it's a time to choose something else to do. Like, you have different options to choose from. You don't have to go to the office. You don't, you can choose to do conferences at home, online, things like that, whatever it is, okay? Anything that will keep you, kind of like motivated, okay? It feels like another thing that I find with Capricorns being stuck at home, not being able to dictate everything that happens at work, that they get anxious. There's anxiety because you have no control. Okay, so right now what the card is kind of like saying is like, you have options though. You always had options. You've always had, you just have to choose wisely. Don't keep going back to the same routine. Okay, break out of the routine and choose something that's going to benefit you right now until things get better, until you can go back to the office. Okay, so just, it's gonna be okay, Capricorn. All right. All right, the next one I got is for Virgo and the lovers. So I guess someone's gonna get some this week. So it feels like there's another kind of like, it feels like it's more like instead of like a real like life partner, it's more like, hey, someone to flirt with for now, like possibly maybe if you guys go out on a date, like when you can, after this whole thing blows over, then maybe seeing how that feels physically, like in front, like how their energy feels, how they really act in public or in front of you. So just be mindful of that, because it feels like, yes, it's a possibility that you can have fun with this person, but it might not be long term. Okay, Virgo. For Virgos who are with someone already, make sure you guys fix the shit that you need to fix. This is something really important it feels like Virgo is not saying everything that they want to say to their partner, or their partner keeps picking on them to express themselves, and they're going to end up blowing up. So it's time for you guys, since you guys are home together, fix your shit. All right? Like, seriously, fix it. Okay? Because if you want to continue on in this relationship, you need to speak up for yourself. You need to express yourself. You need to tell them exactly what you need from them. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. All right? So that's for earth signs. All right. We're going to go with fire next.
Get ready, fire signs.
Yay!
I can like feel this reading before it's happening. It's a whole new world.
See. We're gonna do Leo first. Leo. Oh, Leo.
What are they doing this time?
Silly Leos. Bro. It's Aries' week, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so Leo, you have to choose something, okay? You have to choose something. There's two choices on the table. There feels like Leo has been emotionally stuck in a rut. And it's not like they truly comprehend how deep that is. Like, they've felt here and there depression, anxiety here and there, and things like that, but they never really actually dug deeper. It feels like this week they are definitely getting into that. They're definitely digging deeper. They're definitely finally figuring shit out. Like, why is it that I still feel this way? Why is it that I can't let go of that person? Why is it that I feel like my relationships are shitty? Like, you know, things like that. Like, finally getting into the root cause of that issue. Why you feel like you're undeserving, okay, of love. That's what it is. There's two energies that are crossing. There's that, and then that's the Leo, like, self-image that's crossing. Like, I do deserve everything good, and this and this and that. But then that's kind of like you're over exerting the ego to try to, you know, minimize the trauma that you had, okay, to try to minimize it, to try to get over it, right? No, it doesn't happen that way, Leo. Unfortunately, you have to dig deep this week. You really have to sit with yourself. You can't just be like, I'll get over it. No, it's if you need assistance with like a therapist or someone that you can trust to help you through this, you need to ask, okay? Because it feels like no matter how many times you try to move on with a new partner, with a new lifestyle and things like that, you're gonna fall back into this darkness again. You're gonna be like, fuck, I still feel the same. I still haven't dealt with it. Okay, so definitely important for you to sit with yourself this week and finally figure things out. Okay, so that's what I have for Leo. The next one is Aries, and of course, fucking Aries is building empires.
The Aries card, wow.
Yes, Emperor status for Aries.
Building empires. That's
you know, it feels like there's definitely more of a drive for Aries right now. Like, yes, this is Aries season. Hell yeah, like, fucking awesome. Yeah, it sucks that you can't go outside and party, but you still can plan, okay? You still have a plan that you need to start structuring, okay? You need to start laying the foundation down for this big epic move that you're gonna make in the near future, okay? And this has to do with business. This has to do with money, all right? And financial stability for you and your family. So this is the perfect time for you, Aries, to just be like, all right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and plan this ahead. See what's going to benefit me in the end, what's going to benefit my family, and let's go for it, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. And then Sagittarius, you're the Strength card.
Oh!
There's a lot of reflection with regards to the way that you perceive yourself, period. Like, it feels like there's a lack of motivation, but you're going to find that. You're going to find it when you start to think, okay, I really can do this. I really can, you know, get myself into, you know, better, you know, I would say stability with finances. I really can go for the job that I really do desire. So if you're like, I feel like there's a lot of Sagittarius that are stuck in a job that they hate and they've been wanting a way out. Here's your fucking way out. Here's your way out right now. Like, this is, you're drawing on everything that you have knowledge of, all your strengths, all your determination to succeed right now, and having that want to change for the better, to change your situation, especially money situation, for the better, Sagittarius. So it's really important for you to reflect, to think about everything that you've accomplished thus far as well, because it feels like you're like, oh, this sucks, this quarantine, I can't go to work, how am I going to make money, how am I going to pay my bills, worry, and then there's a way out. You hate your job, period. There's a way out. Find it. Okay. So it's definitely a good time for you to go. Like, it feels like going back to school will help. Probably learning something, you know, some type of like craft, something with your hands. That's what I'm seeing. Something that will definitely benefit you, make you a lot of money. Okay. So that's what I have for the fire signs for this week.
I like that Aries one.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got some serious opportunities. Sounds like Aries is like could super capitalize on everything that's going on right now. It's kind of funny. They're sort of the ones I would least expect to be able to, even though it is their season, like just because of the way their energy normally manifests itself. But it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Like they could really step into their emperor role.
They're gonna be like bored out of their fucking minds, and they're gonna make like some crazy video.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go like it's gonna trend or something.
Seriously.
God damn it. That's amazing. Of course.
You know what else is amazing? Life.
Man, the nerve. They call her a bitch.
Who?
Life.
Oh, yeah, the saying. Nice.
What if life was just an overweight dude with fat boobs?
With man boobs.
Yeah. Or Karma.
Never thought of that.
Maybe life's a chick, but Karma has boobs. I mean, it's man boobs. I don't know.
Damn. No, I see that.
He said, no, I see that.
Just take a moment.
I'm visualizing it right now.
Oh, you still have it.
She made it. Yeah, I have it on my desk. It is what I look at whenever I peer off from like a reading or something. You know, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I just start looking off in the different, you know, I have something multicolored to look at.
Yeah.
Good spiritual energy. The funny thing is, this is non-negotiable. I always have to have this the closest object to me. Sometimes I'll have candles or rocks or different things, but it always has to have this because it was made with love. You just put so much love into making this.
Aww.
Appreciate it like so much.
I need to make Mike one.
Yeah. Yes. Already got the legendary axe.
Libras love handmade gifts so much because we can't not empathize with the fact of like what you were feeling when you were doing it and like the attention and all of that. Like it's so cool. So we've got some readings all set up and hooked up going on here. We've got Brooke. Brooke, you wanted a channeled message from all of us. Did you have any particular areas you'd like us to look into, or did you want us to just kind of go straight off the dome?
Oh!
I feel like I've said that before. Is that the first time I've said that?
That's what's up. My bad.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Come up here.
Oh. Special guest appearance.
Yeah.
We've got Microvinity.
Oh, come here.
Oh my god.
My little lady. This is Madeline.
I love you. Can you
tortoiseshell
put it
calico.
in a box and like send it to me?
Right?
Meow. Ooh, Brooke wants to know about love relationship.
Got the romance oracle on deck.
I think it's channeled. Right?
Channeled? All right. I'm gonna still give you a bonus card because I just feel it coming. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Don't give up. Keep going and going and going and showing your love. That wasn't cringy at all. This is your open invitation to, oh my God, please don't get mad. Please don't get mad. This is so cliche. It's almost as if you're working on the relationship with yourself. And it's kind of that type of thing where you working on the relationship with yourself is directly mirroring your relationships with other people because you're working on how you treat yourself, and now this is reflecting how you force others to treat you. And I'm also getting, I don't know if people, and I could be wrong, but I don't know if people kind of treat you like a pushover or kind of like don't take you as serious the first time, but I'm seeing that you actually need to hold people at gunpoint and have them like treat you the way you want to be treated. And especially in any like passive aggressive cases where you've told someone your boundaries and then they're saying sorry, but they're not changing their behavior, stick them up with a weapon and see their behavior change instantly. Very unorthodox, but I don't know. I feel like there's certain people who would appreciate it because you're like direct with them. And it's like you're calling them out and it's making them more aware of how they cross boundaries. But
that's so funny.
If you're with someone, if you're talking to someone, if you're just like, I don't know if it's gonna I don't know if I should like chill or work on it, give it a chance. Cause I get the sense that it could also be with someone who is not like your type really. But this is I hate to say it because it's so cliche, but you want to work on your partnership with yourself. I don't know your chart, but you have I don't know what's in your seventh house. You have a special dynamic where you kind of reflect yourself through others. So having a relationship with yourself is like having a relationship with the rest of the world. And I can't say that for other people. I feel like other people have different dynamics. So it's like you're polishing up the ambassador in you.
Yeah.
To effectively shine your love.
Yeah. Are you about to do a card first?
Oh, it's channeled.
Okay. So yeah, what I was getting, definitely an extension off of that. For me, I see 3 oncoming people, and it actually feels like, so the weird part is this is not people you meet online. This feels like in-person energy, which I'm thinking about, realistically, how soon could that be? It feels like a few weeks out, so I'm assuming it must be when things are winding down a little bit. But I'm telling you, you're going to meet these 3 people within days of each other. Like one of them feels like essentially it's everything that used to be. You've reestablished how you set boundaries now. You know how to enforce it with people from your past. And now you're going to have an opportunity through this, one of the 3, to basically set this boundary the first time with this person right out of the gate and stick with it. And so it's like a form of metaphorical triumph. It feels like that's the only reason that that's one of the 3 options. Reality, only one of these 3 options is a good connection by the feeling of it. The other, so we have the one that's basically a mirror of your past. We've got this other one though, it's an over idealized version of what you currently are imagining you want. So it's going to be someone who checks every box intellectually that you have for what it is you desire, but it just feels like they're going to be wrong. It feels like, you want a brownie, but you've got this perfect brownie here and it's got like so much sugar that it's like, it's not right. Like you just know it's too rich or whatever. It's not real, and it's not sustainable. And then there's this third person who it feels like that's the one you're gonna be the most thoughtful about, the one that you're the most cautious about, but it's almost like it's the perfect middle ground. But I'm feeling like the three of these people, they're not connected to each other, but I think you're going to meet all three of them within a matter of like a few days. And it feels like it's only a few weeks from now when it happens. But yeah, no, everything Michael was saying, absolutely. One of these people is going to be essentially just a way of proving to yourself that in the new forum, you can take this action that you now know you could, take towards the people from your past. So it's going to be big.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna tap into Brooke real quick and see what your higher self wants you to know about that. She kind of said, make sure you dress in pink. Not necessarily physically dressed in pink, but make sure you have pink energy of romance, energy of unconditional love around your field constantly, where you're giving yourself unconditional love, you're breathing it in, you're exhaling it, giving it to whomever it is that you want to attract, who you want truly to be your life partner, okay? It also feels like what Jax and Mike said was correct, as well as like there seems to be just a little bit of hesitation on your behalf just because you're unsure at this time, but that there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Hesitation is kind of like your senses, your intuition telling you, think about it more, okay? Just like with Jack said, the whole like having to choose, you have to think thoroughly what it is that you really desire, okay? Instant manifestation of that desire will happen. That's why you have one after the other consecutively, okay? So it's kind of like refining what your definition of unconditional love is within a romantic relationship, okay? Making sure that you speak exactly what you want, actually beyond what you've ever even imagined or what you've ever even experienced thus far, because this person is not someone that you've ever experienced before. It feels like this person is familiar, like you've had that connection before in the past, not this current lifetime, but they're also not the kind of like personality type that you're used to, okay? They're not someone that you've ever imagined. That's why it's kind of like you're like going to be like, oh my God, this is really like a gift. This is a blessing. This is what I really wanted, for my life. And so just be positive, with what you desire as well as with what you deserve. Okay, that's one of the biggest one that she highlights, is like making sure that you understand that you deserve this and more. Okay, making sure that you continuously tell yourself, hey, I deserve the partner that I've been wanting my entire life. I deserve that partner. I deserve them 110%. Okay. And again, she keeps emphasizing breathing in unconditional love and exhaling it. Kind of like that pink energy, but pink energy instead of red, because red is more of like passion, fire, and just mindlessness sometimes. But pink is more of compassion, intellectualism, as well as artistic love, where you express yourself the way that you're supposed to in a very beautiful, beautiful way, where people know exactly how you feel. Okay, and it's unconditional. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Brooke.
Oh, muted. Okay. Next, we've got DKJ Designs.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is
You watching your own video right now?
Of course, Gemini would.
You,
I gotta critique what I did.
Just like, I'm so wonderful. I need to watch my own content immediately. I mean, what I'm creating right now isn't good enough. I need to rewatch a masterpiece that I made before. So, Tara with the one card pull. Tara, what is your question if you have one? And if you'd like a general, then let us know. Oh, Tara, I believe you got the one card pull. Did you want a channeled one?
Out. You guys, you stay over here. They're bickering. Come here. My cats. General, she said.
General. Okay.
You be good.
Let's take a look.
You be a good boy. Yes. You leave her alone. You be good.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is going to be one card, but definitely has channeled aspects for sure. So Tara, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Right now you are experiencing the death of a short-term idea, which looks like it's going to have this chain reaction of events that you think will leave you in a place that's stalled, or that some of your plans you're going to have to readjust. But the interesting thing is, it feels like this is actually going to manifest itself a little bit differently. Because of the stalling in the short term, because of some of the things that basically get moved around quite a bit in the short term, it actually opens you up to a more, what feels like more consolidated opportunity, which at first looks like it's going to be more painful or more back-to-back work to do, more that you're going to have to sort of pull your hair out over. But the reality is this consolidated opportunity can actually work in your favor. It feels like both in a literal sense when it comes to the hours and the amount of time and energy that you're putting into these things, having it back-to-back in short bursts is going to be really helpful. But at the same time, it also feels like there is part of you that ends up reevaluating and reassessing what it is that you do, in the sense that the way in which you work, there's a limitation you might think you have right now. That idea is also going to die. So there's definitely difficulty and some serious positivity that comes from this. So it's going to be magical. It is going to be magical.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you're going to be Libra for a day. Well, not for a day. Neptune is, I'm not going to say initiating you. Thank you. Neptune is like keying you into. What's up? Neptune is keying you in directly to how people feel and think. You're seeing it on their mannerisms, and then it's being confirmed with how they say what they say. And like you're literally experiencing the dichotomy between what people feel inside and what they actually tell you. And you're feeling that weirdness because it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And Neptune, I don't think you're going to do this, but Neptune doesn't want you to expose it. Neptune just wants you to let it happen. I mean, not even say Neptune wants you. I would just say, I would advise just to let it happen. Although I feel it's redundant to say, because I think that is already your strategy. I think you are already going to do that. Oh, and I got the 10 of Cups. Just talking about happiness and bliss. So that makes sense too. I see you as like being not like the gateway, but you're flowing this through your heart and just making sure you're not sharing this with people who only want you for this. And so I'm guessing maybe perhaps that's why Neptune is. Maybe this might come as a shock to you because you might kind of sense this. In all cases, it's not like people mean horribly too. It could be white lies as well, but it's like most of this is going to be more confirmation than revelation. So maybe that's why, especially if this is a new thing. Maybe you're stepping into like a bliss situation, but you're also finding out this week. Okay, for example, you win the lottery. And now it's like, okay, who can I even trust that I win the lottery? Because, you know, not everyone's being honest with me. That part. And I'm complete. Yeah, this is literally perfected success and happiness. So
I got confidence.
Oh my God. 2 rainbow cards.
Yep, definitely heading that way for sure. When I initially, because I see colors too, so that's just how it goes. When I initially pulled this card, I saw like a deep purple, like amethyst color. Okay, so I don't know if you like amethyst as a stone or not or whatever, but I feel like wearing amethyst or having something on you is pulling the luck of that Sagittarius energy, of that temperance, of channeling divine energy and divine order, just perfect harmony for everything that you've desired. Okay, but another thing about the stone is that it reveals its secrets to the wearer only. So that whole thing about, you know, like what Mike said, like, hey, hush hush things, you know, keep things secret if you can. That's the same thing with an amethyst, is like only the wearer knows its true purpose. Okay, and so that's one thing that your higher self is kind of pointing at, making sure that you truly believe that the impossible can be possible, that you truly believe that everything that you've worked so hard on or want to manifest is going to happen. Okay, you're definitely heading that direction. The temperance card is definitely a good sign of that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Tara.
Beautiful.
Who's next?
Next we got Michelle.
Awesome.
Michelle has some channeling that we're going to be doing for her. Michelle, do you have a question or would you like general?
Let me text her. Jeez.
You got the hookup? You get the direct line to Michelle?
Yes.
No question?
No. Well, we're about to find out.
God, yeah. Go, yeah.
You're welcome, Tara. There she is, General.
General Daily. So the message that I have for you. Okay, let's go complete. The message that I have for you is, and I don't want to open up like a false dilemma or a false illusion of choice. So I was gonna say you have 2 choices, but you have more than 2 choices. You can get what you want, and you will get what you want. Or you can sacrifice what you want and instead manifest what everyone wants. There is a catch. Also, people who don't like you and you don't like, they're going to get what they want too. It's like a community win. But the people who you do like will also win too. So it's like you can get what you want. You have, in fact, you have it now. You've manifested what you want. But an example is like, okay, am I going to keep this lottery win, or am I going to reinvest all my lottery winnings to create infrastructure for everyone I love to win? Whichever one you do, it will work. It will go through. The message that I got more was like, the way I felt it was like, okay, you want to do the next one, but you're not sure if the risk will pay off. The risk will pay off. But the only catch is everyone winning includes some people who you don't like too, who you know don't even deserve. You know, like you know, you won a lot of money, and now you throw a party for your family, and then your family member invites that one person you don't like, and now they're eating the food and enjoying it. You know you don't like that person. So I mean, if you're okay with that, which I'm sure you are, then yeah, it is totally worth it to take that risk. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you are on the verge of manifesting everything you wanted. But you're going to see how you can take it a step further and let everybody. Once again, it's coming in strong. It's like a personal victory. I'm sorry. Sativa. My bad. Okay, it's my bad. So I'm feeling it very strongly. It's like a very like personal win. It's like, I got this for myself. I won this for myself, but now I want to do something so my family wins. And you're amazing. You're amazing. You're about to put your whole, I mean, I'm not going to say you haven't already, but kudos to you, because you're going to get both regardless. But that's the message.
Yeah, that's wild. And it feels like it connects to one of the things I was picking up, which is like right away, it was the frog totem, you know, and with the frog spirit totem, you know, it's an amphibious creature that sort of lives between worlds. It lives in the water, it lives on land, it sort of lives in both. And so if we look at that, we look at the ground as being sort of the tactile, intellectual, you know, mental space that you inhabit. And then of course the water is like kind of like your emotional self and your intuitive spiritual self. To me, it feels like it's about finding a way to love yourself in the form of respecting the relationship between your emotional and mental state, respecting the things that come from the earth and things that come from the water. So for example, not allowing your emotions to control your mind, but not allowing your mind to ignore your emotions either. Being able to build a bridge between the two of them out of respect. And so for instance, finding, you know, true emotional mastery, being in a place where, you know, if you have positive emotions, validating them and letting them flow. And if you have negative emotions, paying attention to them, you know, questioning them as if they're a person, validating their existence, asking what it is these negative emotions desire, where it is they came from, and, you know, finding that beautiful possible relationship between your mind and heart. And it feels like right now the frog totem is teaching you this, because this is about stepping into a different part of your spiritual journey. This feels like a psychic expansion. Like the frog totem has a very deeply psychic energy because it's able to travel between the worlds, usually in, you know, when it comes to mediumship or when it comes to astral travel or lucid dreaming. So definitely do some psychic exploration, but honestly take a real inventory about ways that you can respect yourself more emotionally, and ways that you can understand what it is you're feeling even more, as if it matters, because it does. It so does. So yeah, that's definitely, it feels like your journey for your near future.
All right. Let me see what I get for you or your higher self. Okay, so what I'm feeling physically is like this kind of like in the pit of your stomach. It's kind of like a fiery energy, kind of like where your solar plexus is at, and it's activating from the solar plexus and expanding all the way up and all the way down. It feels like there is definitely what Jax hit on with the emotions, connecting in that way where you understand that sometimes you don't have to forgive people for them, but for yourself, and so that you can move forward in your life. With relationships too, I wouldn't say specifically with your family, more like romantic ones, where what is it that you really desire at this time? You might feel like you have a choice to make between keeping someone around or letting them go because you're moving forward with your life, or moving on with them. And I feel like you're definitely not in that, you're not wanting to choose yet. Not yet. Which, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with just, you know, being there, you know, like just being there and understanding and having someone there. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having someone there that you can actually talk to, that you can actually do things with. Well, now you can't, but it's because quarantine, but you know what I mean? Like that, you have that option. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It does feel like there is eventually, when we get to that bridge, of having to finally choose whether or not this person is gonna continue on with you through the bridge and over to the other side. Like Mike said, you already created this scenario where you're gonna be super successful, and everyone that you love is gonna definitely relish in the success, okay? Because you're a very giving person, all right? So it feels like when you cross that bridge with this person, it's gonna be a choice that you're gonna either be like, all right, you see that over there? That's a fucking badass fucking life, right? With a lot of shit that I've worked my ass off on. If you're not with it, then I'm going out over there without you, you know? And so again, don't ignore your emotions. Don't suppress them, but also don't overly think right now about the future. Okay. It feels like there's just a lot of emphasis on what am I going to do? How is this going to play out? How, you know, things like that. But you already created that future. You already created everything that is you're projecting, you know, into the future. You already know, because you're already taking the proper steps, knowing that you're going to be successful, knowing that everyone else is going to pretty much reap the rewards as well. Okay. Let's see what else I'm picking up. So the solar plexus with the sacral energy. The sacral is your lower belly, where you have your sex organs, things like that. You're probably wondering how your future is going to look with someone. If there's even a future. And so that's what's activating that area. I'm just letting you know that I don't see anyone that you know now. Whoever's coming in is not anyone you know now. It's someone else, and someone that's absolutely successful in life, completely and utterly your equal. Like this person mentally, emotionally, and physically, like is like the bomb. Like this is the, like, oh fuck, like this is the whole package, you know. And this person is definitely not here yet, okay? But you kind of know who this person is, because you've probably, if you do remember your dreams, you've probably dreamed them before. You just couldn't see him physically, but you felt his energy in the dream. And you're just like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? But you already know, intuitively, you already know he's there. He's already out there, okay? So yes, connect with your intuition more. It'll help you with directing the energy towards what you need to understand about your emotions, and even with current situations in your life, how to deal with certain people as well, family members and you know, things like that. But it feels like things are definitely gonna move forward as soon as you don't overly worry about, you know, how things are gonna turn out with people who you know for a fact intuitively that they're not gonna be there in the long run. Just enjoy your time, okay? Because this person is teaching you something, self-love, teaching you about how it feels to be cared for, teaching you about how it feels to have a best friend. Okay, so that's what I have for you.
Awesome. And now we have Micra, who wants a general channeled reading. Yeah, so to me, the first thing that I'm picking up is simplify, simplify, simplify. Simplify literally everything, from the literal form of clearing your counter or whatever, to the more metaphorical, you know, version of saying like, oh, I've got this unfinished thing and this unfinished thing. Take some of those unfinished things and just abandon them. Like literally put the whole thing away and start the project over at a later time, so that you can divert all of your attention and focus all of it on the actual things that you must do right now. If the more baggage and weight that you drop, the more of these different side projects and other cool ideas that later will be necessary to finish or to return to. Like, now's not the time for that. Now's the time to like fully and completely simplify in every way, shape, and form you possibly can. If you do that, then you'll feel refreshed within like 48 hours, genuinely refreshed. But if you don't do that, it feels like these next 2 weeks are going to be a little bit rough, you know. So it's time to clear the counter.
Yep. I'm getting strong and boldly that, and I know I'm a Gemini and, you know, antics, but you need to heal people to death so that they're reborn anew and have no identity with their status of being ill or sick. You have miracle healing abilities, and I think it scares you because, no, it doesn't scare you. You're a boss. But if it does scare you, I think it might scare you because of kind of like how in the Bible, Jesus would heal people, and it's like, all right, listen, I'm going to heal you, but don't tell anybody. And then they tell everybody. So I think that's why you're like, I don't think you want to get viral. And, you know, I'm not gonna say spirit is like, but I'm just feeling more so like just heal people long distance. As far as like, you can ask for consent and whatnot, although some energies will basically be begging for it. And in a way that you can confirm, like you can literally hear it in people's language, but maybe they may be too prideful. And specifically dealing with like mental illnesses that release people's mental restraints and empower them. But I want to say this once again, like, you are a miracle healer. You can touch people and they're healed. I think if you're scared about it, is how easy it is. Like, you think about it and you get news that something could happen. So have a trial and error with this. Just like see, if you know anyone who's sick, work your magic on them, ill physically or mentally, and record your progress. If you do this clinically and you write down your results for a week, you'll be astounded what you do. And I think that'll give you like physical proof of like how realistically you do this. And I get that you don't have to even be doing 30-minute energy healing sessions on people. Like, if you were to just touch somebody, like, that's an hour's worth of like energetic. So now I'm kind of curious, where's Chiron in your chart, and where's Moon in your chart, and where's Jupiter in your chart, and where's Cancer in your chart? Because I would really want to know. That'll be. Let me make sure I haven't. No, yeah, but that I'm complete. But if there's nothing you got from this, you're a miracle healer, and yeah, just I'm getting you just want to experiment with the way you heal, because I think that you think you need to do more when you need to do that. Like, you're way more powerful than you know, and the experience will give you context. It's mad situational too. Like, your very aura facilitates others to heal others. So now I'm really curious, like, where is Chiron in your chart? Because this is the next level. But yeah, I am
My
complete.
Chiron's in Gemini.
Dude, Michael, that was so accurate. I know Micro really well. Everything you just said is so accurate.
Nice.
It's so applicable right now.
Thank you.
All right. Can you leave me alone so I could do this now?
No.
He was like bothering me. Like, he's like a little human. He taps you. Like, he just like, pay attention to me. All right. She said it doesn't scare her at all, and she wishes people would let her work on them more. She can only help those who want her help, and she even thought about going to hospice to heal people.
Wow.
Nice.
That's the first thing I wanted to say. Like, But I didn't know if it would sound controversial, because I was gonna say like go out there and heal people from these coronavirus. But I know I know people are socially distancing, so I didn't want to like promote that. So like, you know, within discretion. But I really just see you just healing people.
Well, people have Reiki certifications and they go into nursing homes all the time.
That is amazing.
Like, they're like, oh, I'm a Reiki master. Can I do healing work on you? Okay. But they have to get permission from the director, permission from the family, and the patient, of course. So that goes into that. All right. So let me go ahead and connect with So there seems to be like this projection of, okay, when you sit and think about yourself, for example, and you know that you're very talented, you still have this projected energy that you feel that no one wants to work with you. And that's because of the past. Like when you were a kid, for example, you had this projected energy as a kid that you were a bad kid and nobody wanted to be your friend. Your family didn't like you. Your siblings didn't want to play with you, things like that. And so you're manifesting it in this way as well. With your healing work, with the way that you present yourself, you're not doing it on purpose. It's more like there's situations that are presenting themselves to you so that you can heal this about yourself. Okay. Definitely looking into inner child work is very important for you right now so that you can finally heal that, because you definitely are not that person, okay, that someone told you that you were. Because this is, again, it feels like it's definitely a projection that was manifested when you were a child, and it wasn't you, it was from other people. Okay, so when you try to want to assist people with healing, you have that in the back of your head still, like that little voice is like, oh, you're not gonna want you to like heal them, are you crazy? You know, like, or why would they let you? Okay. And so you need to sit with that and say, you know what, I've had enough. It's time for me to heal this. It's time for me to bring back my power. Time for me to understand that I am truly talented and I'm here as a gift from God to the world. Like, this is not being cocky. This is truly why you're here. You're a gift from God. And if people can't see that in your, you know, in your life, other people will. Okay. Don't worry about those people in your life that can't see that. Know that you are helping other people that need you. Okay. Know that. So it feels definitely that it's time for you to sit with that. And right now, especially, I feel like your emotions are like, fuck, you know, like I fucking have to deal with this bullshit again. It does definitely feel like it's a cycle. It's just a cycle that you have to revisit and understand. Okay. Understand that you have no way of dictating how other people feel, the ones that made you feel that way about yourself, but you definitely have control and power over the way you present yourself to strangers and other people who are coming to you for assistance. Okay. They're going to see your light. They're not going to see that. Okay. So don't worry. Okay. They're going to see your light, and that's why they come to you for assistance. Okay. So that's what I have for you.
Next, we got a 1-card pull from Miss K. K, I hope you're still here. Let me go ahead and get started. Oh my God. So, Kay, yeah, you're on fire. You're on fire. Aries are just lit right now. So the world card. So Kay, you literally are going to have opportunities in all of the four corners of your life. You're going to have this surge of romantic energy, like because of all this sudden time and opportunity and thoughtfulness and creativity. You're going to have this surge in realizations about who you really are and the way that you're living this life, the way that you're stringing things together, the way you're overcoming problems. It's going to be an emotional breakthrough of finally healing something through action, healing something by not understanding it or just, thinking about it, but feeling genuinely different forever because of a sudden epiphany / realization that's about to hit you like a ton of bricks. And then finally, as far as action, extreme efficacy in your action, feeling like everything you do, it's like the Midas touch, like it just turns to gold. So the world card is saying, now's the time to be, to do, and to do so like 100-fold, to be ready to do everything like with 100% confidence. Like you're not just going to like tentatively look back and forth before leaping over the cliff. You just are going to jump over the entire thing and land on the other side. Not literally. I'm not suggesting you literally jump off a cliff. I'm just saying like, metaphorically, you're going to have like a million different things right now, which will look like real challenges, but you're just going to thwart them if you just walk up Emperor Aries style and just say that, you've got the mastered energy of Aries and the mastered energy of Libra and the lesson that Aries learned from Libra, and putting those things together and finally building your empire, finally watching it grow. So it's going to be magical.
Three.
One card pull, right?
Yes.
It's like checks.
Oh, I was looking at all the comments. There's so many hearts everywhere. I was happy. I was just like, yay, everyone loves everyone. There's the word love like 18 times in the bottom few comments.
Everybody love everybody.
That's what we do here on this channel. We just love each other.
All right. Speaking of love, we have death, the ultimate love. Shit, loves you so much, had to take your life. An ending is leading into a new beginning. I know it shouldn't be one, but I'm just count this as one. So it's not. Oh, and it's leading into instant like funds, even if it takes.
You just said that one is counted as one.
Michael, we have rules.
I'm sorry.
I know.
It's like, what rules?
Okay. My Aquarius rising respects it.
The Trinity. It was 3 in 1. That's that. Oh yeah. That's all I gotta say. Like
it's just one.
Right.
Pulls out 5, 10.
Oh snap! This is it. Oh snap! This is it. Pisces. Okay. Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Okay. The cycle's ending. You're starting anew. You're getting paid. Boom. I think you already have your plan set too. So whatever you're doing, I think you're gonna get extra money than you expect. And yeah, welcome to. I'm feeling your energy right now too. It's like, please, this isn't even the first time. I get money. I do this every year, and it's like, keep it up, because the universe loves that swagger. It's just like, oh, we see you, boo boo.
Swagger is the perfect word for it. Yeah. That is how you feel, okay, right now. You're just sort of radiating that energy.
Nice. Thank you. I am complete.
Now it's time for StariAri.
Okay.
I'm not rushing you. I just wanted to sing.
Not at all.
Are you Russian? Why are you rushing?
I am actually Russian.
Are you?
I am. I'm very Russian. Yeah.
You know what?
Oh.
I'm one of all the European cultures.
You know what bliet means?
What? Mm-hmm.
It's a bad word.
Oh no. But no, I don't know. No, I'm Russian, German, Swedish, Irish. I'm basically one of all of them. I have one of all the countries in Europe.
One of many. He has
He sounds like the
a little
father
bit of everything in him.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that where it is. Anything I do to correct that will make it worse, and so I'm just gonna smile and take it.
Smile and take it.
Okay. God damn it! I still did it. All I have to do is say nothing. My Libra lesson in life is that sometimes if you say nothing, it's more successful. You have to say something.
Wow.
Okay, valuable lesson learned.
Damn.
Like I'm analyzing my words like with super focus.
I should have been like,
emphasis.
that's what she said.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay. So I pulled the Justice card for you. Okay. So this feels like it's definitely around contracts, like a contract, work related. Possibility that there's going to be something that's going to come up that has to be renewed. Possibility that there's I'm not sure if you're in a union or not, but it feels like there's some type of union energy behind this, like a review and correction of the money that you make. Okay. I keep hearing union rep is going to take care of this. I also keep hearing that you and your fellow coworkers need to make sure this is taken care of. It feels like there's a changing of the changing of like leadership or something big is going to happen because of what's happening right now with the coronavirus with your field. And it feels like a lot of people in your field who were in the leadership roles are going to be outed. And there's definitely going to be some dirt that's going to come up from this because they were doing like practices incorrectly, illegally, things like that. It feels like you personally and your people that work with you, like your coworkers, were being neglected in your rights. You weren't getting the money that you're supposed to get. You could have gotten more, especially right now that it's like when I keep hearing like in the military, we call it hazard pay when we are in immediate danger or in circumstances that possibly we can become sick. This thing that's happening is gonna put that into perspective and light where you guys are definitely in the thick of it. And it feels like because of it, they have to pay you guys more. They definitely have to pay you guys more. And so this Justice card is bringing that to the surface. It's like everything that was hidden is coming to light, especially for the medical facilities that hide or hoard their monies. They're not paying their nurses correctly. They're not paying their workers correctly. And so I feel this is a big payout that's going to come for you guys. Like you're definitely going to receive a lot of money. Okay. So that's what I get.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She says, scary situation right now in the hospital. Very dangerous times. Definitely do need hazard pay. Yep. You don't have a union? Shit, you're gonna get one. You guys better fight for one because this shit right now you definitely need to get covered by a union. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now we have channeled messages for Zach. So Zach, if you can let us know if it's general or a specific question, that would be great. Exactly. And same to you, Leah. Also a Libra, the best sign of the zodiac.
You're welcome, Kay.
Yeah, Kay, this is going to be such a magical next few months for you. You're just gonna explode. It's gonna be so great.
All right, Zach, I'm picking up that you are activating the triple portion of ancestral magic and power that your ancestors have fueled through you. The good news is that you're extra, extra super duper psychic. The bad news is that the unresolved issues of your great grandparents and their ancestors, you have to deal with now. And like, certain people are going to see into it, but they're not going to see into it the way you see into it, because it's not just you seeing into it, it's you with their wisdom. Now, this may not make sense, but I'm picking up very strongly you and your sister. I don't even know if you have a sister. If you don't, you do. So let me know who that might apply to. But like, you and your sister are coming into different aspects only because this power is expressed through one being through two genders. So I don't even want to kind of like explain who your sister, I'm getting this is your sister, but please let me know if you have one or not. But other than that, it's like you're of course expressing forth the masculine energy of this ancestral energy, and your sister is expressing the feminine of this. If you don't have a sister, then I'm very interested in who this is, because this is someone who knows your family like very well. Like they know her, you know her, or sorry, they know her, she knows them, and it's almost as if like she's basically family. So I'm very interested about that, because it's almost as if these beings are working, well, they're working with you, but more so as DNA structures of facets of your being, and like they're building you to step to the head of the family, to take care of your family, to take the lead in your family, and to be even more proactive than you are, which will be a little bit burdensome because you're going to be dealing with financial issues of extended family in your family, and also like emotional issues and intellectual issues. But you're straight. Like the more challenging it seems, and there might be a block, but because there's some really like deep stuff, the more challenging it seems, the more you're actually going to overcome. So like you actually want to leap towards the challenge because you're fully supported. You don't even, I'm even picking up now, you don't even need their power. They're just giving you extra support because they want to stand with you through and during this. So that's the message I got.
Yeah, for me, this is really bizarre. What I picked up, Zach, I don't even know, I don't know your sign. I don't know, I've never seen your chart before. But I was sort of picking up like pay extreme close attention to Uranus and Taurus specifically over this next month. And I don't know how it's affecting your chart, but I definitely feel there's this quincunx coming for you. And I'm not sure which planet to planet. That's why it's so hard to gauge why this is important. But seriously, pay like, you know, if you have a general understanding of astrology and you're paying attention to a lot of the different transits that are affecting your chart, for some reason Uranus and Taurus has like an extreme significance for you this upcoming month. And whatever lessons it's going to be imparting, whatever ways it's going to affect the collective, apparently it's going to affect you the most. It's going to be affecting you to an extreme degree. Specifically, of course, the quality of your relationships, the quality of your friendships, the quality of your alliances, and the people that are legitimately going to step forward once and for all. The thing is, you have such an open heart, so you understand that you see what people could do, what they could become, what they could be. However, there's part of you that's like, well, you know, I'm waiting, sort of like, you know, they might step up and sort of step forward now and like do that. They might take more time, but sometimes it's not about being impatient, but there is a point at which you have to say, you know, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting, and I'm going to go ahead and keep moving on now. And maybe they'll change at some point, and they'll step forward and step up for me the way that I would step up for them. You know, I would step up for them in a physical confrontation. I would step up for them emotionally. I would be a supportive figure for them. I would assist them. And if they're not doing that for you, like, just, sometimes it's time to walk away. But Uranus and Taurus, for whatever reason, is incredibly important to you this next 30 days. So I can't wait to figure that out. Your 12th house. Okay, well, yeah. So there's extreme spiritual significance to these alliances and these friendships then, and making sure you're connected to the right ones. This affects your entire destiny. That makes so much sense. Ugh, that's wild. I would love to look at your chart sometime and figure out why on earth it's so special, but especially whatever the quincunx that's coming up for you is going to be a really strong one.
All right, let's see, Zach, what your higher self has to say. I'm not sure if you have kind of like sensitivity to like people's energies, more like you get anxiety, and it's kind of like in the chest area. Like when when someone's triggered, when someone is anxious, when you pick it up right away, and it's picking up right here in the chest area and in the shoulders and stuff like that. And you absorb it, okay? Unfortunately, because you're so good at just making everyone feel better. You absorb their anxieties, you absorb everything that they're seeping out, okay? I keep getting tightening right here. So make sure that you take care of that. Make sure that you do whatever it takes to release that energy from yourself, okay? If right now, because we're in quarantine, I'm not sure if you are, but you could even do it, like you could even catch that type of energy over the talking with someone on social media, on the phone, through text, things like that. You just pick up, you register energy quickly. So it's really important for you to continuously cleanse your energy, continuously release other people's energy, okay? Boundaries is really, really important. Knowing what's yours and what's not, okay? That's really important. Knowing that, okay, this person is having a bad day, that's why I'm picking up on this crazy energy. This person's having an anxiety attack, that's why I'm picking up on this chest area. This person is, pissed off at their boyfriend or girlfriend, that's why I'm picking up my heart hurting, things like that. It's really important for you to definitely cleanse yourself after interactions with people. It's like, imagine if they did have, like coronavirus. Wash your hands, cleanse yourself, use sage, okay? Sage to purify your energy. If you have to go take a bath and release your energy, then do so, because water is very purifying and cleansing. It will help you, but use something that's grounding as well in the tub, like a salt or whatever, even a gemstone. If you have like black tourmaline, that'll help you ground energy and protect you as well. The reason why you're picking up on things like that, it's not a bad thing. It's more like you're really open, you're really, really heart-centered and open, and you're pretty much here to assist people any way you can, through healing, through energy healing, or even through emotional healing, things like that, okay? So it's definitely something that you need to start to see the difference between what is yours and what is theirs, okay? So it's really important for you to and it's not, okay, a lot of people, especially starting off, they're gonna tell you need a shield. That doesn't exist, okay? Shielding is, it's a way that people explain what it really is to actually acknowledge that you need to have boundaries. That's what it is, okay?
So there's no such thing as shielding?
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh.
It's boundaries. That's what it really represents.
It's symbolic, okay.
Yeah, it's a symbol. It's not really like, I'm gonna shield myself and no one's gonna penetrate my energy. people are gonna still, like, whoever you interact with, you're interacting energetically. You know, it's not, you can't just quit, you can't just pause, you can't just numb energy, okay? It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for having boundaries, saying no to someone. Saying, not today, guys. Today I'm taking care of me. Okay? That's what it is. A lot of people, again, because they're self-taught or they just don't know any better, they think, oh, I'm just going to cast a big shield around me and I'll be fine, you know, but then all of a sudden, oh my God, someone penetrated my shield. I'm freaking out. That's what causes that fear mechanism to kick in, because we don't really understand what shielding actually represents. It actually represents you having boundaries, you taking care of yourself first over anybody else. Okay, that's what it's supposed to represent. And so for you, Zach, do that. If you are exhausted because you just finished talking on the phone with so-and-so, then you need to be like, you know what? I'm not calling them back. Like, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to take care of my emotions, my well-being first, and then I'm going to assist them in taking care of themselves. I'm not going to continue to siphon and heal them on, you know, like, so they could just dump all their energy on me. I'm going to assist them in how they can get themselves out of this rut, how they can heal themselves. Okay. So that's really, really, really important for you to do, Zach. Okay. To disconnect. Okay. Like it's not really that you're disconnecting. It's more like you're creating like you're filling up your atmosphere, your environment with your energy, not everybody else's. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up for you, Zach. It's really important that you do this. Okay, sometimes you love to help people, and that's a beautiful thing, but you need a break from them too. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with saying no. Not today, maybe tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Awesome. And lastly, we have Leah. Leah has a channeled message that she would like, general, and we can take a quick look at that.
Channeled message. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go last?
Absolutely. Awesome. Ari, would you like to go first?
Sure. Let me just get a grounding still. I get a ground now. All right.
And you did Earth. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Too much rainbows. All right. Let's see, Leah. Okay. I don't know why I saw puppies. Okay. We're just gonna go with puppies. All right. So for some reason, and I heard the pick of the litter. Okay. So I guess this is a metaphor for you feeling like you can have anything you want. Okay, like you have the pick of the litter. Okay, anything that you want to bring into your life, you can have it. Anything that you want to manifest into your reality, you definitely are heading towards that direction. It does feel like when you think it, it comes into fruition. That's like how powerful you are right now. Like it feels like there is an instant like you just know how to connect to the mental body. And then from the mental body, you just know how to create it into the physical realm. Like you're just instant like that. But now it's kind of like redirecting what your focus is going to be on. Okay. There is a lot of stuff that's coming in, and there's a lot of ways that you can refocus your energy into the positive outcomes of something. Okay, it does feel like you're really good at maneuvering your way through conversations that are uncomfortable, and you're finally like really good at talking people through like their issues, and also really supportive at the same time, even though in the back of your head you're just like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? They're really intense, you know, but you're really, really good at doing it, and look like your poker face is really like they're just like, oh wow, she's so calm and cool and collective. I'm gonna, she's awesome. I could always talk to her about the craziest things. So this definitely feels like this is in the realm of your field, energetically speaking, where you are definitely the rationalist in any type of like situation, any type of relationship, any type of assistance. You're definitely someone that people go to for that. And I'm also feeling like there is this need for you to be mindful of who you assist to, because there's like this poking in the back of my heart, and it does feel like there's a person who might have or wanted to take advantage of your kindness, of your rationality, of your good ideas. Okay, so just be mindful who you share things with. Just be observant, extra observant. Okay. It does feel like you're moving away from that type of situation, but you're also getting like because your universe is like, thank God that you're learning how to defend yourself. Thank God that you're learning how to stick up for yourself, because that's how you're able to instantly manifest like your desires. So it feels like a lot of the situations, especially with friendships or people that you've met that seemed like they were okay, but there was always an agenda, is finally being revealed. Okay, so that's definitely how powerful your energy is right now. So that's what I have for you, Leah.
That is beautiful. And Leah, for you, I got this vision of a willow tree, and it's interesting because the willow tree is often connected to the Libra energy. The willow tree, it's almost like you're in this place in life where you're rediscovering a lot of different things, you're growing in new ways. But most importantly, this is about changing your story, because the thing is, you're the willow tree, and you're absolutely right in some ways that some of your branches have been removed and that your bark has been damaged in certain ways. But the real story is not the story of you're the willow tree and you've been damaged. The real story is that you're the willow tree and you don't break. You can bend from the might of a hurricane, left, right, forward, and backwards, but you still don't break. Like nothing can break you. That's the moral of the story. It's not that you've been hurt by these different things and that you've been wounded and therefore like that is the story. This is your entire life story. The worst parts of it is really a story of your triumph. And the moment that you've recognized that, to me, in a way, it's like the moment you transcend it all. The moment you transcend and retroactively reconnect with that old story in a way that brings so much more beauty than it does sorrow, even in some of the worst things that you could recollect. That power of the willow tree, I would say definitely include that in a meditation and spend some time almost meditating from the point of view of that tree. If you have any nearby you geographically, like definitely spend some time there literally as well, but definitely meditate and let yourself just be this willow tree by a river and just feel yourself bending but never breaking in all these different directions through all the situations life has thrown at you. It's incredible strength to be pliant and at the same time so deeply grounded in your rooting. So yeah, it's really powerful stuff.
Wow. I really felt it when you were speaking of the down sides turning into triumph. That was a word right there. Oh shit.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. So I'm going to take a leaf off, Jax. You are getting introduced and acquainted with a very, 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 very dark side of your person. Not even personality, because it's attached more to your soul. It's super dark, and it brings about dark and negative themes. And yet you're about to revolutionize your understanding of it and transcend whether it's good or bad. You see what it's useful for. You see what its purpose is. So it's almost as if like bringing about negative energy for positive change. But the best part is whether you want positive or negative change is up to you. It's like a complete control and mastery. But I'm picking up directly aspects of yourself that you felt shameful about and like you didn't like, because obviously like we're conditioned when bad things happen to react negatively to it. You're gonna see it like, holy crap, wait a minute, this is perfect. Oh my God, like certain things that seem as losses, I feel like this is what Jack said, but certain things that are actually losses are actually victories. And you're gonna really see it, how like negatives, it's almost as if you can manipulate negative situations freely to your favor. And the only thing that makes it negative is instead of the expansiveness of positivity, it's either taking stuff away or breaking stuff down. So on the surface, it seems bad, but to someone who sees it all, it's like, oh, feng shui. It's like because this negative thing happened, open space for all this positive. But I don't want to say it like that because then it'll sound like it's supposed to be positive. Sometimes it's just meant to be negative. So some people, I don't want to put other people into this, but if there is a sense where you almost feel like weird for embracing it, that feeling's gonna go away really soon because you've cleared the cycle where you've understood it and now you're letting it work for you. But it's dark and not in a bad way. It's like you're gonna really embrace that darkness in a new way that honors it, and then you see it in the light of what it is. And that's and I'm complete.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Well, everybody, we have had an awesome time tonight doing these readings and doing the sort of weekly horoscope for all the signs. Thank you guys so much for all these people that have come through and subscribed to my channel. Now we can go live from here much more often, and I'm so excited about that. Also, announcement, I'm going to be doing a weekly poetry video where I just read some of my channeled poetry. I'm going to be doing it. I think my first one's going to be tomorrow night. That's what I'm thinking. And so definitely I'll keep you guys posted on the timing and everything for that. But maybe you guys as well, if you guys write any poetry, then you guys can be some guest poets on my show. That would be super fun.
Awesome.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up today. It's been awesome being the divine trine and keeping it in line, as they
Bye,
say.
guys.
But love you guys. I'll see you all later.